If you don't want to go to the hospital early, or birth center, or maternity clinic, or wherever you are birthing early, and you want to avoid unnecessary interventions, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Victoria, and I am a midwife, childbirth educator, and a birth coach. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Let's dive through into the video. Labor is a process, and you labor better in your own environment. I'm going to share with you 3 signs that shows that you have to go into where you're going to have your baby, whether the hospital, the birthing center, the maternity clinic, or wherever else you're birthing your baby. The first sign is water breaking. If your water breaks, you have to go in. The reason is because you have an increased risk of infection. And I will show you by showing you my baby here. So, your baby is surrounded, of course, by the bag of waters. It's called the amniotic sac. And it has 2 layers. The amnion, which is closer to your baby, and the chorion, which is closer to the uterus. I'm like, where's my uterus? Which is closer to the uterus, right? So all of this with the placenta is inside the uterus, right? And then we have the placenta, we have the umbilical cord, we have the placenta, we have the umbilical cord, and of course, the umbilical cord is attached to your baby, which is how your baby get oxygen and nutrients, right? And all of this surrounds your baby. So your baby is inside this, right? And your baby is inside the bag of waters. So this surrounds your baby. So in labor, or when your water breaks, what happens is that one of these bags breaks, or both breaks. And when it breaks, the water is coming out, and bacteria can go inside here. So to decrease the risk, you want to go into the hospital. So the first sign is if your water breaks. Let me know in the comment section if your water broke first before you started having contractions, or if your water broke during the labor. I have seen in my experience that most people water break during the labor and not before. But also I've seen when water breaks before. So let me know in the comment section if your water broke before you went into labor, or if your water broke during the labor. The second sign is contractions. I'm sure you've heard about the 5-1-1 rule or the 3-1-1 rule. This is usually during the active phase of labor. If you do not know what the stages of labors are, check out my video over here where I explain what the stages of labors are. In summary, the active phase of labor is when you have to breathe through your labor. You have to stop whatever you're doing and breathe through them. I like to give ranges. So your contractions might be lasting every 4 to 5 minutes or every 3 to 5 minutes apart. They could be lasting more like 40 to 60 seconds. And it's consistent for at least an hour. That's the best time to go in. And for our first time moms, I would say 3-1-1. And remember, these are ranges. So every like 2 to 3 minutes, and it's lasting like 40 to 60 seconds. And you've had this consistently for at least an hour. It's time to go in. Another big tip to remember is that the contractions will be longer, stronger, and closer together. Longer, stronger, and closer together. Or you can remember the 5-1-1 rule, or if you're a first-time mom, the 3-1-1 rule. And my last sign is, how is the mother coping? How is she coping in labor? If she's just like, is that a contraction? Okay, maybe, or maybe not. She's probably not in active phase of labor. If she's like, wait, I need to breathe, and then she's breathing, or if she just stops and she's like, breathing through it, if she's doing something like that, then she's probably time to go into the hospital if she's having to breathe through it. And I would say that sometimes you have those moms that, they're just very calm and they're not vocal and they're just dilating, and it's, they're having their babies. I remember this birth I was at, that the mom was just powering through. She wasn't making any sounds. I remember she told us, I think it's time for me to push. And we're like, okay. And then we went there, checked her, the baby's head was there. And she just pushed the baby and have the baby. Like, she just did so amazing. So, of course, we have moms like that, just by looking at them, it doesn't look like they're in labor, right? But most moms will stop and breathe when they're going through the active phase of labor. They'll have to breathe, they'll have to stop whatever they're doing. But if you feel like the mom, she's not, she can still work, she can still talk and laugh, then it's probably not time to go in. And remember that you labor better where you feel safe and where you feel comfortable. So of course, if the mom feels instinctively like, I need to go in, something is wrong, then please go into the hospital or to your midwife or to the maternity clinic, wherever you're giving birth. Another reason why you don't want to go in early to the hospital is because you can get sent home. Let me know in the comment section if you were sent home because you went into the hospital early before. Check out my video over here where I share tips on what you can do during labor when you are still at home to help you cope with labor. So, tips of staying home before you go into the hospital during COVID time. But I think the rules applies to everything, to every mom. If you're trying to stay home as long as possible, you want tips and tools of how to labor. So check out my video over here where I share those tips. And of course, I'm sure some of you have watched videos where people deliver babies in their car, right? And I'm sure you don't want that to be you. So remember these 3 tips. 1, if your water breaks, you want to go in. 2nd, if you're having contractions that are lasting every 5 minutes, lasting at least 60 seconds, and it's been rhythmic for at least an hour. Or as a first-time mom, if you're having contractions every 3 minutes, lasting 60 seconds, and it's been rhythmic for an hour. And of course, remember these are ranges. They are ranges. Then you want to go in. And of course, the last point, how is the mom coping? If she's coping like, okay, now I can't do this anymore, I need to go in, then it is time to go in. Thank you for watching this video today. Let me know in the comment section what stood out to you in the video. Let me know, when did your water break? Did it break before labor or during labor? And go ahead and join our Facebook community below where I share tips on everything childbirth, pregnancy, and labor. And if you have a question, also leave it in the comment section below. I will see you in my next video. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And don't forget to share. Sharing is caring. Share with a pregnant family, sister, brother, friend. And I'll see you in my next video.